Guys, welcome back to the birthplace of the ECTO-1, my barn. We are here not with the ECTO-1, but with an equally important 1962 Cadillac commercial chassis. This is red. Some of you older fans might remember, this is my first attempt at an ECTO-1. Unfortunately, it got destroyed on its way to me from the transport company, and it got totaled out, so it became a parts car. And as you can see, it's fallen into some disrepair, a little bit worse than it was before. The fenders have become more rusted. I have already taken off a little bit of parts. It's already given me its driver glass to go on the ECTO-1. And it's going to be giving me a little more glass today. That's why we're here. I'm going to be trying to take off the side glass and trim off of the driver's side and salvaging what I can of the passenger side so we can take this and transfer it over to the ECTO-1. As some of you guys know, my car is a Hearse and doesn't have the glass. That's what we're going to fix today. Or at least I'm going to try. If I don't, then I guess I'll just upload it as a short. Let's get into it.
So yeah, guys, this is the sad sight that is my first attempt at an ECTO-1 replica. It looks like the rust has gotten worse. I kind of need to push it back into the barn. I might try to at the end of the day. If not, I'll just come back one other weekend and do it. Yeah, it's fallen in some disrepair, but to be fair, it's already was in disrepair when I got it. It was sitting in a junkyard for a very long time, parts strewn about, just taken apart. All I've done is I've taken this door apart and I've taken the other door off. So other than that, everything else that's been done to it, oh yeah, and one of those wheel well covers I took off. But today, we're focused on these two. This is a very rare piece of glass and trim combo that even other Hearses from different manufacturers don't share. It has to be from a 59 to a 62 Cadillac Miller Meteor. Other than that, you do not find this glass and trim anywhere else. And this corner piece of glass is extremely valuable, extremely hard to get, and it's just rotting away over here. So my goal is to try to take these off. We'll see how well I am, how well I can do it. I don't know how this is going to go, especially because I really don't want to crawl up in this thing because it's just been sitting in a barn for years and I'm sure it has quite a lot of little critters inside. And for the record, before we even start this, I hate mice. I just hate them. And also there's a good lot of wasps in here. I really don't want to deal with wasps either. So I'm sure I'm going to deal with both of those today. Let's just get into it, I guess. So this is what's left of the passenger side, and you can see why I don't want to be up in here. It looks like a haunted house in here, but as, you know, a haunted car. It looks really just not, like, welcoming to me, and I don't want to be in there. I don't even know what that is up there. You see that? I have no idea what that is. I guess we'll just slowly start finding out. Not really looking forward to that. I can start with just taking some of the stuff off on this side because there's still some stuff on the inside, some of the inner molding that I need to take off over here. And then here's some of the damaged stuff that was on the outside of the trim over here I can work on. And then I'll just have to work my way around to the other side, I guess.
So a lot of this is just held together with Phillips head screws, and pardon this, this is the side rail that got smashed in, so it's sitting up where the glass should be. But you see these little pieces are of that really rare corner glass that I don't have, thanks to that stupid driver of the transporter. Cool. That's step one. Okay, so I found out that there's screws. Hard to tell with the jump seat in the way, but you can tell that there's two screws, plain Phillips head, holding this trim piece in, and that might be stopping this from coming up. These are little spacers, it looks like. Straight from Miller Meteor.
These little cardboard spacers right here. Never seen the light of day until today. Oh no! I dropped a screw. I'm gonna close that back up. This smashed in pillar right here is stopping this from coming up over here, and I think that's where you're supposed to start. But because that's smashed, I'm having to try to come from the back and get the back piece off. It's kind of tough. So it looks like the best way to fix this is going to be using this hammer to smash this back out a little bit. So car lovers, avert your eyes. This is kind of going to be hard to see. But it's got to happen for the sake of the car. Hey, I think I did it. Yes. Oh, actually, what the hell? In this little nest, that is a very rare GM for the wiper, and not just, it's for like window crank. This is the little washer that goes back behind the to protect the padding. This goes behind the all the metal, just so when it's turning, it's not crushing and messing up the fabric. And these are apparently really hard to find in good condition. And there's one just new old stock or something just sitting here, brand new. That's pretty cool. I think all mine are good, but that's good to have. All right, it looks like I might have had it backwards on the way the glass is sandwiched in. It looks like the glass is sandwiched on the back side of the steel lip. So you've got that trim on the outside, and then you've got the sealant that goes around the edge that you can see is cracked here and dry rotted, and then you see the edge of the glass, meaning that there's nothing on the back. The only thing keeping pressure on it, or was supposed to be, are these two rotten pieces of wood, which I can redo, or I can try to find a better option. But it looks like all I'm gonna have to do is I'll take this one off, which this one's already unbolted. I just gotta take it out, and then cut these pieces off extremely carefully, and then it'll come out from the inside. I thought it would come out from the outside, but I believe I was mistaken on that. All right, I'm gonna start with this piece because it's a lot less important than this one. And I've seen, there's a guy on YouTube, The Evil Mechanic, go check him out. He is the savant of ECTO-1 replica building. He is a master and he knows everything. He's got videos up on removing this glass, so go check him out. He's really smart. But thing is, he started with this one and then did this one. At least I think he did. And if I think Dan did it that way, that means I'm doing it that way. So I'm gonna start with this one. That means I'm gonna cut the sealant off, and then it should just come out from the inside. Wow. Okay, it's actually going a lot easier than I thought it would. Wow. You see that? That is an entire piece of the sealant coming off in one solid swoop. So, Whoever did this either did it really bad or really well. Either way, it's making it really easy for me. All right, this end's done. I might just have to go do some down at the other end. Oh, I need my screwdriver, but I don't have it. Oh my gosh, it's out. Oh my gosh, I actually did it. You're shitting me. Oh my gosh, I did it. I can't believe it. I'm him. I'm literally him. Oh. Careful, careful, careful. Extremely rare, all original, 1962 Cadillac, ambulance glass, removed by a jackass with no experience. Okay, now the big test is if I can get the all original corner glass out without breaking it. If I can, that means I'm literally the best mechanic on YouTube. All right, so this is the make or break. This is what we've all been waiting for. Extremely rare, made of unobtainium, 1959 to 1962, a millimeter specific curved corner glass. If I can get this out, I'm the best there is. Plain and simple. And you can't even argue that. Let's get the scraping. Go back over here. Leave all of this exposed. My trick is, I don't want to rush this at all. So I'm going to do everything about half of the speed I would normally do it. Everything. Screw driving, scraping, I'm going to do it extremely slowly. Because if it takes me a half hour, that's perfectly fine. Even if it would take 5 minutes for someone else. I don't care how long it takes. Because I do not want to get rushed and break this glass. This glass is more important than me. Okay, okay. Got a lot of gunk on the bottom over here. So someone went a little hard on the seam seal right in this area. So it's kind of like a big booger that I'm trying to get out. It doesn't want to go. There it goes, there it goes, okay. Slowly, slowly. Oh, this is tough actually. I'm really nervous. Okay.
Starting to get a little nervous to where I think I'm going to put this here to stop it from falling back. What can I put? I got to put something here just in case it falls back so it can land. I'm gonna get my jacket out of my car. I don't care if it gets dusty. I don't want anything getting on it. Yeah, so I grabbed my jacket just because in case it starts falling back, I want it to land on my jacket and not the wood, which would cause it to crack. I don't want it to fall on anything. Okay, that's good. With my scraper. There it is. Okay, I might need to crack some of this up like I did on the last one. Oh, really nervous if you can't tell. It's not just, I'm not just sweating because it's hot, I'm sweating because I'm extremely nervous. Okay. Okay, shit, forgot to do the top. Okay, now it's getting loose.
Okay, I think it's all good. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. Oh. Oh. Whoo. Oh my gosh, I'm shaking. Huh. Let's just get a little thumbnail action right here. So dumb. All right, that's it for the glass. Now all we need to do is get this trim off and we're done. And bingo, the answer to our problem has answered itself. It is hidden up. The screws are hidden in the window channel. Huh. It looks like those get welded together from the back. Shit. Huh. That's unfortunate because this is the only piece I don't have, is this strip. And my plan was to 3D print this, but I think in order to do that, I'll still have to get a scan of this entire piece, which is kind of a bummer, but oh well. There you go, that's the last screw. Ladies and gentlemen, we just finished our job. Well, this might not look like much to some of you, but to me, it is some of the most important aluminum on the planet. What you're looking at over here is the entire driver's side exterior aluminum trim for the window section, not for the doors, but for the window section of the 1959 to 1962 Miller Meteor ambulance, hearse, and combo. And over here is all the miscellaneous. We've got broken stuff from the passenger side. We've got some interior stuff from the both left and right sides. We've got some material here that is going to be good for a template for finishing up. Whoever I take the car to get the interior redone one day, they'll be able to use this for a template for that back corner where the back door meets the corner glass. We've got this really rare, hard to find piece of, I don't remember what it's called, but I mentioned it a couple minutes ago. This is a piece used to protect the door card from all the wiper, window crankers, whatever. And we've also got this weather seal that I'm going to be able to use for reference for whenever I'm buying new stuff. I've also got some over here that was different, I believe. Yeah, so I think there's two different profiles, but I'll be able to use that as a template for whatever I buy new. Also got some rail holders. I think I got one of the rails. I left one in here because we're not done yet. We're also going to have to one day take as much of the interior out as we can. I'm going to try to take this entire cabinet, the divider, both the seats, all the trim, all the things covering these little wheel well covers that just do nothing. I'm going to try to take this glass and this cabinet out from the top. Mine does not have that and I really want it. So there's still a lot left to do on this car, but that's going to be for another day. I might try, because I've got a little bit of time left, I might try to get the that little spotlight out, because it doesn't look that hard, and as long as none of the screws fight me, it would be really nice to have that, because that also goes on the ECTO-1. And then over here, the holy grail, the rarest of the rare, all original 1962 Cadillac ambulance glass from the driver's side. Unfortunately, this is the only glass in the back section that survived the crash. Really sucks because this car did have the entire glass. The only thing that was broken is the actual just easily replaceable glass on the doors. Those were already cracked before, but now this is all I've got left, but I was able to salvage it. And so it's gonna be a while before I install it. I'm gonna use this one as a template for Lexan, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on this because I do not wanna put this in my car. I would really like to just keep it aside, keep it away. I like having it and I don't want to put it in my car where it can get broke. I know that's stupid, but I really just don't want to have it get destroyed. So I'm going to use these as templates for Lexan. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of this video. I'm still going to work on that spotlight, but in case it doesn't work out, I'm just going to go ahead and not include it in the video. And if it does work out, I'm just going to include it as the rolling shots while the credits are going. Well, guys,